What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to this simulator here in my garage in northern Utah, where I play simulator golf and prove just how damn hard golf is, even in a simulator, even off this perfect lie right here. Feet are never above your ball or below your ball. You're never hitting down or hitting up. Simulation just does all of that calculating for you. Okay. Today, because I have no more league events that I want to play, I'm going to play Wolf Creek Golf Club in Mesquite, Nevada. Like I just said, I'm in northern Utah. Mesquite, Nevada is a hop, skip, and a jump away from me. I've never actually played the course, but someday I could feasibly go over there on like a boys' weekend or something and play it, right? Let's set these match settings. 5 foot, gimme auto putt. No, let's go to 2. It's more realistic. Blue tees because that's close to 6,000 yard total course length. Sunday pins is fine. I run mulligans on when I'm doing a non-ranked match. Stimp I always try to set to 11. Wind can be breezy, that's fine. And then the course is at 2,000 feet. I'm not going to change that. All right, let's get this loaded up and play some golf, guys. All right, we're up and running. I don't know what to say other than this is just absolutely gorgeous. Nice. All right. 2,000 feet here. Let's get my cheat sheet loaded up. (2,000 feet of elevation. Still not getting a ton of distance out of really anything. All right, enough talking. I'm gonna get the driver out, and if it is behaving today, and by that I mean if I can manage to strike it properly, we'll use it for the round. If it looks like it's gonna cost us a bunch of strokes throughout the round, which I don't know why it would, there's not a lot of trees to land behind and stuff. Oh, and we do have some wind that is gonna wanna help us left. Let's maybe... We certainly don't hit that far. The wind's going to want to help us a little left, so there we go. And let me start my shot camera here. I am busily analyzing my swing at 240 frames per lovely second. Okay, we'll give it a couple more tries, but that was not a good first impression. It was Healy as expected. Let's see if we can get out of here. I don't know what this is going to count as. Usually deep rough is a 25% penalty. And this lie is just, my God, disgusting. You would never hit out of this lie in real life. Right into the rough. Yes. That's exactly what I meant to do. We're hitting uphill. This is going to play about 160 yards. We've got some wind that doesn't want to let us go as far. We do need to get up there though. And I think we're going to lose a few percent. So we need to hit a, let's see if the 7 will get us up there. You see the wind just gusted up to 10. I don't know if it matters. Like if you waited, see it's died back down now, like hurry and go. I'm gonna say that was dang near the correct club. But we were left. I usually don't have a ton of dispersion on the 7-iron, but golf is a little bit different every day you play it. "25% out of the bunker." Can kind of expect that. I don't know if it's dusk or dawn here. I'd have to look at the settings. It's kind of making everything look a little muted though, which I don't care for. Oh boy, we're still on the same hole, and we're like 7 minutes into the video. I don't see a lot going on here. Let's aim outside the left side of the cup. Need to go like 4 feet, like nothing at all almost here. All right, riding that bogey train. This course is brutal. Like, would I even want to play this in real life? That's a good question. If you were one of those long hitters, say you could hit 270 or whatever, you could probably get over here. My day's coming. My day is coming. It's just not today. It is not today, guys. Where's that going? It's almost like it went further right than it did actual forward. And it's also not going to count as a fairway in regulation. Thank you, GS Pro. We love you. 2:15. Guys, I'm going to change the time of day. I don't care for how muted everything looks. Give me 1 second. Okay, that's better. We don't have any cloud cover anymore, which makes it look a little less realistic, but that's fine, right? Ah. Sit. Thou shalt not hit a fairway. Well, we came way over the top on that. Guessing I leaned forward. This camera will tell me in no uncertain terms. It will tell me. Let's see here. Rough. Let's hit the ball about EA far. Way short. $39 plus 24 is a number, a high number. Okay, if it doesn't roll back, we're happy campers. $14 feet. We can do this. Too much. That was too much. And if I'd hit it softer, it'd have broke harder. So far, we're getting beat up pretty bad by this course, which is what I okay. So there's no break or there is a break? Like, pick a thing, dude. 4-4. Let's be very careful with our HLA here. Okay. Yay! Dude, I can play better golf than this on a real course. Ooh, this thing is nasty. Look at this. Up 20, so it's gonna play 200 yards, and that sumbee is gonna come in hot. Let's just try to get on the green somewhere. And we've got a little bit of a headwind. Hitting a 4-iron for a par 3, kind of not my forte. Ah, there it goes. Oh no, stop, stop. What's it calling that? Deep rough? 25%. Plus we have to hit at 40, so we need to hit, I'd say 55, between 50 and 55 yards, assuming we're gonna take a 25% penalty here. Carry was a little too far on the raw, which is why we're not near the pin. And the colors are so muted, you can't really see the little beads moving on the green. It's not even good in the video feed. Wow, is that our first par today? I honestly can't even see the hole on some of these. Let's see if we can, let's get out of this menu. This video is probably just gonna be long. Can we increase the saturation here? That's a little bit better. Shadow strength. Time of day. Where's the time of day? Where's the time of day? Sky tint strength. Day of the year. See, I usually play golf about this time. Oh, good enough. It's good enough. What fresh hell are we in here for folks who can't hit driver? We'll keep on trying though, right? This round doesn't count for anything other than self-esteem, so it doesn't matter. That didn't feel like a very good strike. Yeah, high and Healy. You guys, here's what's hilarious. Here's what's hilarious. I can hit this. I can hit this sweet spot a lot. This sweet spot is bigger than the whole face of this club. Can't manage to hit that for some reason. Gotta love golf. You gotta love golf. And then I don't know what's happening here. I think the sun's in our eyes. That's why everything looks muted. 97 yards out of the rough. Where are we even aimed here? Is this the pin? And it's uphill. I think the sun's just in our face. Okay, that ain't bad. Did I make it do this? Light ray intensity, sun strength, doesn't change anything. None of this changes anything. Saturation, is that it? No. Let's see if it goes away when we are not looking directly into the sun. If it doesn't, I'll change back to the default setting where everything looks crappy and muted, and we'll move on with our lives. How does that sound? The gift that keeps on giving. Okay. Just stay in the circle. Stay in the circle. All right, the sun's still in our face. See, I can see sun rays. And it's probably got a lot to do with the time of day. Let's go ahead and change that. We'll just golf at a normal time of day. Let's golf at noon, like plebes. Okay, I can't do the sun in my face crap anymore. There's a lot to unpack here. There's green and red and blue and mountains and streams and rivers and forests, and so you land here, or you maybe land here if you're feeling lucky. Let's try to land over here. Let's keep on hitting driver, even though that is the very definition of insanity, is trying something over and over and over, changing nothing, and expecting a different result, right? That strike felt good, but pretty slicey. It would be nice if we could start hitting a little more off the toe and maybe straighten the ball out a little. 222, 240. This is going to be 240 uphill. sit. You'd be pretty happy with that shot in real life, honestly. I hit that shot a lot, right? You're near the green. You didn't quite get up there. It's gonna play 40 yards. Not bad. This is actually a birdie putt, if you can believe that, even after that drive. This is one of those times when you hope your buddies just say, hey man, take your gimme. And still almost managed to miss that shot, if you can believe it. Let's try to pick up the pace here a little bit. Video gets too long. We should already be almost halfway through the round by now. And we kind of are, I suppose. What do we got? 208. You've got this water trying to keep you honest, but it's not going to keep me honest because this is not a league round and I don't care. We should be up on that hill. That's fine. Not my favorite shot, but that's okay. Oops, yep. Get in there. 138 to the pin. Let's hit a little 8-iron here. Ball's gonna wanna go right. Got plenty of green, plenty of green. Give me a members bounce. Oh boy, downhill birdie putt. Need to hit this about 10 feet of feel. Come on. We need birdies here. 5-2. Okay, my HLA did not help. Carl's place. Carl's place. Carl's place. 283. Certainly trying to keep you honest here. What do we do there? Woo! Look at that replay. If that ain't an ugly shot, look at that. Like any closer to the heel, and that thing would have gone zinging off into the wild blue yonder, or whatever the saying is. At any rate, we need to hit this ball. It's going to be a hard shot with a pretty crummy lie. Holy crap, stop. That club ain't supposed to hit that far, man. Out of the rough? Oh, also, check this out. You see the ball ready indicator? I'm running the beta version of GS Pro, and now the ball indicator is working with my ProTee VX launch monitor. Oh, dude, that's cool. Something finally works. I'm just playing. So we're a Shaquille O'Neal above the pin here. I'm just kidding. He's not 8 feet tall. He's certainly not 8.5 feet tall. So let's just try to be gentle here. That did not work. Oh, come on. Okay, 218, it's gonna play 200, and it is a par 3, and there's danger everywhere, people. I kind of like this. I wouldn't really want to play here, but I need to hit about 180 just to get it on. 200 to hit the pin. Let's play about a 190 club here. Let's not even risk it. Let's hit a 5-iron. Uh-oh. Get up there! Oh, man. We'll take it. Everybody on the tee box crapped their pants a little, but we're on. This thing's just gonna go right for days. 442 feet, right for days. Look at that. I could have aimed like 2 full squares more to the right or to the left than I already was and still would have been that far away. Four 3-footer. This is like nothing here. All right, we squeaked a par out. We're on the 9th hole. We're headed back toward a clubhouse or an apartment complex or something, I can't tell. Pretty flat here. Let's let the old driver work. It does pretty well outside, but for some reason I just can't get it to work in here. Okay. 106, probably need to hit this, I don't know, 115. The lie's not too, pretty harmless, I guess. Okay, so I could have played a gap wedge. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. Wolf Creek, huh? Despite its difficulty and raw beauty, I don't mind it. It's kind of nice. It's kind of cool that this is somewhere I could go on like a weekend trip to, you know? All right, settle down, ball. What does the 10th hole have in store for me? I'm going to use the beta just because the ball indicator works. I'd say this is the furthest we could reasonably expect to drive at this altitude. And that's fine. 240 is nothing to be like ashamed of. Listen to me talking myself out of it here. Decent strike. Can we get a members bounce? And if you can believe it, that ball went 235 yards and we barely got past the red tees. We still have 200 yards to go, 210 into the wind. .40 to the pin, not ideal. We did our best to get on and two, but alas, we are not. You kind of want to be closer than that. And with these rat races called greens, we're probably looking at a bogey here. 21 up. Almost snuck it up there. I'd say we're 3 or 4 feet out. What is absolutely BS crazy, and BS means bat stuff, is that if I was 6 over after 10 holes on the real golf course as a 23 handicap guy, I would be ecstatic. I would be ecstatic. Wax ecstatic. 170 minus 20 yards. 180. What am I doing? So that's going to play 160. Let's hit a 7-iron here. Oh, wind blow it left. Oh, that'd have been such a good shot. That's all right. That's where we're at right now. Do I got an 18-yard shot in me? Are you telling me I didn't aim far enough right? Because I felt like I was aimed very far right. Eight feet of feel here. That ball was hot. If we hadn't have been aimed where we were, that thing would have gone well past the hole. Oh, the map already was big. It's just that hole is that long. All right, we can reasonably expect to hit maybe here. And that's if there's anything with the driver. Man, it feels so good, but then it just slices so hard. That's crazy. And then that ball would not have stopped on that hill. Whoever created the course marked it as deep rough. It's more like schmutz. Just a downhill lie. Ball's gonna wanna go a little to the left. Let's put an insurance policy on it there. You would never hit this shot in real life. Oh. I'm trying to play champagne golf with lemonade skills here, people. 24% off. Carry in raw carries 229. How is 25% 100 yards off? Because game carry is 124, raw carry was 229, and we supposedly only lost 24%. The math ain't mathin'. But I've heard other GS Pro YouTubers gripe about that before too, so I know it isn't only me. 200, so we need to hit further than 200. Dangerous territory here. We do not want to hit into this water. That's fine. I don't love it. I don't love it. Another shot as a beginner golfer you'd probably be pretty happy with, but then you see it in GS Pro and you're like, what's the matter with me? Why am I so bad at this? I'm gonna go get a golf lesson or something. I am Jack's disappointment. we doing here? Driver? Crush driver? Well, hell, man, I'm not really crushing any club right now. Water's not really an issue unless I really screw up, but they typically don't screw up that bad. These days, at least there's some contact on the face of the club. What was that? That was still Healy. I don't know if you guys can see how far, like I'm aimed so that my ball is outside the toe of the club when I'm lining up. So I don't know if I'm leaning forward or extending my arm. I haven't figured driver out yet. I pretty well got my irons, even my long irons and my woods mostly figured out. Sometimes I get a nasty slice with my 3 wood, but driver is an enigma to me. Okay, this ball's gonna go super high in the air, so if we use a high lofted club, it's gonna aggravate the problem. So we got a minus 44 degrees off of the loft. That's a tricky territory, honestly. That turned out a lot better than I thought it would. I ain't gonna lie. Let's see here. We lost 20% power. Yeah, I would say don't visit this course until, well, no, do visit the course. There's a nasty false front here. I don't know if you guys can see this. It is disgusting. We want to just land on the green somewhere. But if you can hit your driver relatively straight, I'd say you're good on most courses. Either that or you shelf it and play a wood or a 4-iron. And your buddies make fun of you for being a wussy. But you end up scoring lower than them because they were crushing their driver off at every tee and losing their ball and being in uncomfortable places. 14 feet here. Was hoping to sneak it into the gimme circle. Another bogey here. I'd say I don't care. Burp. What do we got? What do we got? I would go here just for the views. The just gorgeous shots you would get, because I like to record golf course footage. And I haven't had a rando get mad about it yet. It's pretty cool. I've never had anybody say like, hey, I don't feel comfortable with you having a camera out here or anything like that. And I don't record the randos. We get paired up with a couple of randos. I'm not like, hey, can I record you? I record me and the guys in my group, but that's it. Because if you do anything other than that, you're a creep. That felt a lot better. That was closer to the sweet spot. But still, that slice, dude. Okay. GS Pro, fix your algorithm. Let's see here. 179 up this one is 200. Granted, the putt's gonna suck a lot. I'm not even gonna putt that. It doesn't even want me to putt it. Ball's gonna come off left. Oh, we got her. Lovely. A par. What's a par? All right, coincidentally, our highest scoring hole was on the #1 index hole. We got a birdie on the #3 index hole. This hole's the easiest hole on the course allegedly, and then #10, then #6, then #12. So let's see if we can maybe get out of here with some pars and birdies. This is allegedly the easiest hole on the course, and it's gonna play like 110 to the pin. But we don't want to hit at 110 or we'll have a bad time, right? Let's aim a little to the left. It's probably going to be a little right and not even close to long enough. What happened? 89 carry, 96 carry. I must have miscalculated something in that spiel I gave before the hole. That's all I can figure. Okay, we're gonna probably hit over most of the stuff breaking from right to left. Okay, I don't love it. It's 20 something feet. Okay, that's not a par and not a birdie. That was the opposite of what we wanted. Let's see here. We've got to get the ball it's just over this nasty ravine. That's all. It's no big deal. If you botch your drive, you're just going to be playing out of a ravine that, mind you, is not even out of bounds. It's just, if you can see your ball, good luck, friend. Oh, buddy. Yeah, guess where we are going. So that was 55 yards offline. Now we got some work to do to even get out back onto something green here. 130. Okay, we're gonna lose 25%. Let's hit a 4-iron here. So we're gonna lose 25 degrees aloft. You would never really hit out of this lie. For that very reason. That wasn't a bad shot either. Let's see, can we get over to the green? We're still at a deep rough. Ball's gonna wanna go right. Let's hit a 150 club. Let's see if we can get a 7-iron over there. It's gonna be It's going to be slim pickings. Oh, that came off hard right. I mean, we hit it a little bit right, but I thought I had aimed enough to the left to counter that. I'm wondering if did my camera just overheat again? Yeah, it feels pretty warm. Let me pause this. We're back, folks. The shot camera is back in action. Better than ever, aren't you? It said yes, you just couldn't hear it. Can I get a mully on that one? Let your boy get a mully. Come on. Breakfast ball? Come on. The only way that would have been acceptable is if that had rolled in. So now we're hitting for double. We're putting for double, which is going to put us into double digits over par for the round here. Oh, that barely went in. All right, 11 over. Wolf Creek, Mesquite, Nevada. Skeet, Nevada. What do we got going on here? 38 down. Whoa. 38 down. Driver ain't working. Let's hit the 3-wood, because it's always up to no good. Okay, it's slicing / power fading. This ball's probably gonna stop dead. No. Okay. Our lie's not too terrible. What do we do? 276, but there's a lot of danger. You guys see all this danger? Deep rough. I think we can reasonably expect to get it maybe here. And it's gonna slice anyway, because that's just what this 3-wood does. More like a fade. Beautiful shot. Except there's no way that GS Pro will let a ball stop on the fairway. You must have to be way cooler than I am. I don't think semi-rough takes much of anything from you. Let's try to land the ball right here about 80 yards. We can do that with our lob wedge. Wind's blowing pretty hard to the left. Or the right. Oh! Wind's blowing pretty hard to the left. I mean right. I mean north. I mean south. 4-footer. Well, I just don't know what to say about that. And that was even after a piss poor drive. All right, number 18. What's the index on here? 12th, number 12. It's not a terribly hard hole. You can see it's just littered with danger. I honestly feel like I'm on that Middle Earth course here. Let's hit this 7-wood off the deck here. It looked like it was going to go straight, and then it started to kind of fadey, hooky, slashy over, slicey, slashy. It wasn't a hook. Hooks go the other way. We don't hit hooks in this simulator. We don't hit draws, we don't hit hooks, because we come over the top. You can't hit those types of shots if you're coming over the top. I'm sorry to break it to you. I'm assuming you already knew that. Okay, 95, and we're going to lose something off of it. Maybe hit a gappy gap wedge. Aim a smidge over here toward the fatter part of the green. That's looking real good. Distance was a little much. We probably could have got away with a sand wedge. I don't think we got a ton of loft on it either. And then it's still wanting us to hit a lobby lob wedge. We don't need to hit this very hard, so naturally it's going to go off the back of the green, right? Get in the hole! No, it didn't go in the hole. What time is it? It's 5 p.m. Utah time. Six-footer. Yay, we did it. 2 birdies. Mesquite, Nevada. Wolf Creek. And there's 2 versions of Wolf Creek on here. One of them's by Tech Bud, I think, and the other one's by Race 2 100. I don't know what he's racing to. Maybe 100 GS Pro courses. It's hard to tell. And I can probably shut off my shot camera here too, right? There we go. There's your scorecard. It's not too bad. A lot of blue squares. Shot 10 over, which means I would have shot between a probably mid 90s at this course in real life, because I don't have quite as much trouble in real life with my driver as I do it here in the simulator. You've heard me say it 100 times, and you're going to hear me say it 100 more times, maybe 1,000. Their algorithm, I think, is a little too unforgiving. Like, I don't see any right-handed YouTubers who habitually hit fades and hooks, right? So I know it's not... What am I trying to say here? It's definitely biased towards slicing, which means your ball would go to from hell to breakfast to the left if you were a left-hander in the sim. That's my 2 cents. You can take it or leave it. I gripe about it a lot, but for somebody who plays as much golf on the real course as they do in the simulator, during the summer I play almost as much real golf as I do in the simulator. And I do have some drives that slice over to the right, like all of us do. You watch any of those guys, Hosel Rocket Golf, Flying Fat Kid, D-Lud, they're hitting, right? We ain't perfect. But in the simulator, it is so much more aggravated. It's like aggravated drive murder. It's murdering your drive. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. 7 pars, 2 birdies, 7 bogeys, 1 double bogey, 1 double plus. Longest drive was 250. I'll take that all day. Best ball speed was 142, 90 feet of putting, 4 greens, 2 fairways, some gobbledygook number over here that I don't know what it means. And that's all I got for you guys today. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you listening to me rant, mostly about these longer clubs, because these other clubs ain't bad. The dispersion is about where it should be for my 23 handicap butt. But like in the simulator, these clubs are a nightmare. These tall boys, right? This is a tall boy too. This 3-wood's a tall boy. Anyhow, thank you for watching. We will see you in the next video. And have a good day. Have a good work week, because it's Sunday. I gotta move my happy ass back to work tomorrow. We'll see you later, guys. Seriously, later.